What didn't I ask you that I should have that leaders need to know about UA?
I think you covered basically my conversations with the companies I usually have on a weekly basis. So that's yeah, they always need to understand the part of the cash flow on the bank account also is important in terms of the UA because they rarely do because a few times what happened was the case we wanted to scale and we were scaling, which means we increasing the budget heavily, and suddenly because you don't see the money back immediately. You have 30 days payback period, so you see the money back in 30 days, but then there's another 15 days that you actually get the money from Apple and Google. People forget about this. And
Hmm.
it's becoming a very big problem because then you don't have money to pay salaries. Like, oh, wait a second, so you need to scale down. So all this, and then you scale down, and you never go back. So you need to,
Right.
it's always better to either stay at the same level, and because you are sending all the data to all the UA channels, so the algorithms learn on your data, and you stop sending that, and it's always a very big hurdle. I remember the one case where we were spending, let's say, 20,000 per day. We had to scale back to 1 or 2,000. We recovered to like 10K in 6 months. It took us so,
Wow.
and we never hit that 20K
Again,
since
wow.
then. So yeah. So
That
it's very tough. It's very tough.
that kind of also points to the idea, maybe something like you mentioned Red Ocean, you're going to match 3 or you're going into 4X or something like that. And there's a lot of games in those spaces
Yeah,
that are
yeah,
doing
yeah.
a lot of different things to try to attract attention. Um, there's the space you think you're going into is not static. It will change. Uh, and and I know I know like there's the optimist and everybody that's like it'll grow, don't worry, but actually it's more likely to shrink because where there is success, people go. Like that's where people are going to go in dev. What is there anything you see as? I'm not going to say full blue ocean because that just means it hasn't been discovered yet, so you wouldn't be able to describe it. But is there anything you see where it's like, hey, this is relatively blue ocean right now?
Yeah, I don't think that is, but I know what people think is a relative blue ocean, which is solitaire games. Because now the Candy Crush Solitaire came out. There is the Solitaire Grand Harvest, which is the top game forever, and
Hmm.
it's for a reason. You can compare that to Coin Master and that part of the social casino because everybody's like, oh my god, like there's only one game I can get that piece of the pie. You can't unless you're Monopoly Go. And we saw we thought the games is very similar now. The Candy Crush launch, it looks really bad. Then there's 4 more games in the solitaire genre that are in soft launch, which are coming. And as you said, they thought there's only one game, so let's try to tackle this. In my opinion, and my prediction on this, is gonna be a bloodbath. Everybody's gonna fail very much because it's really hard, it's expensive, and it's driven for like for so long by one game for a reason. And
Hmm.
that game was it's killing it with the revenues and everything, but it took them like some years to actually grow where they are at the moment. So yeah, it's not static. It's not static.
Yeah.